What did I say?
During the meanwhilest.
During the meanwhilest. No, I don't like that at all.
Well, I know. It is, well, it's not Dexter and me because we're down our local patch of woodland and we don't tend to bring Dexter down here because it is really, really muddy for him. But I've got pup number 2 with me. She's over there. And then down there is our little adopted pussycat called Arbuthnot, or RB for short. The last, well, all this summer really, he's appeared when we've been down these little stretch of woods, or we've seen him on the way down, and he's followed us here. Anyway, I wanted to make a little film today really about the therapeutic values of well, not just nature photography, but just like being out in nature in general. Now, for any new watcher or for watchers who don't know, I've been suffering with a blood cancer called multiple myeloma for nearly 9 years now. Is it 9? Yeah, October 2014 I was diagnosed, and so nearly 9 years. I had about 7.5 years in what they call partial remission, until I relapsed then earlier this year. But what has been an enormous help over all those years, and even more so now since my relapse, is just getting out into nature, finding little subjects to photographing them obviously, and then sharing them. But more important than the photography is just being out in, out in all this gorgeous fresh air, and down in this little patch of local woodland that we've got. Throughout the spring we were doing lots of bird photography. In fact, I can see there's one feeding now, Bethan. Can you see him? There's a robin feeding on some bird food that we put into the tree. Bird photography down here at the moment is tricky because it's so overgrown, or the canopy is so overgrown. It's too dark down here to get like anything. There's a nuthatch there now. Anything resembling a decent picture of a bird, because your shutter speeds are either too long or you're at ISO 6400. So getting a clean, decent picture is a little bit tricky. But there's other things to photograph down here. We see mushrooms of all sorts down here, all shapes and sizes, and sort of fruiting species. And then there's just those forest floor scenes that I enjoyed to shoot. He's gone off exploring. And yeah, there's all sorts down here, but most importantly it is just being out in the clean fresh air, which is the most important thing. Just going to sit here for a while now and contemplate life for a bit. When we were down here a couple of weeks ago, we saw the goshawk that lives down here. That was quite a sight. It flew straight towards us until it saw us and it veered off. But there are also rumours that there is a barn owl living down here. Now we've heard him. We've heard the barn owl screech. but we've not seen it. So we could not confirm. They can neither confirm nor deny the presence of the barn owl. Let's say, but we have heard what was definitely a barn owl screech, which is quite an eerie sound to hear down here. And it gets quite dark down here as well. Even on like sunny days, it's pretty dark, and it's not a sunny day today. It's very, very gloomy. So we're in the dark today. Also, in the early part of the spring, we put a trail cam down here, and saw some lovely sights, mainly squirrels, to be honest. But the odd nuthatch, some blue tits, great tits, and a lovely, lovely woodpecker that we saw on one of the feeders one day. That was a special sight.
It's like the end of Abby's journey, actually.
And today is an excellent case in point of just getting out and about. I haven't taken one picture, but I've seen a new species of mushroom, new to me anyway. What's it called, Bethan? A sinuous chanterelle mushroom. Yeah, and just, been out in the fresh air. I'll walk home now. It's only about 100 yards to our front door. It takes ages because it's uphill. Right, okay, stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, your loved ones, your little pets, and if you're anything like Bethan, look after other people's little pets too. and just be nice, okay? Ta-ra.